welcome to today's video filmed in Bali. Okay, so if you guys don't know this, to get to Bali is like 36 hours of flight and like travel time. What you need to survive any airplane ride, especially long ones, because you know, airplane rides are not always the most fun. The first thing we're going to talk about is what to wear on the airplane. So I got this really cute set, from Target for like, I think it was like 40 bucks for both. It is the softest, coziest thing, but you do not want to wear a long sleeve and pants by itself. So you always want to have like a tank top underneath, because sometimes it can get hot. You don't know who you're going to sit next to. You don't know the weather of where you're landing. So you always want to make sure to have a tank top or a t-shirt underneath, and then bring a long sleeve. And if it's really going to be cold, then you can bring a sweater or like a jacket depending on where you're going. But I think this is perfect, especially for long airplane rides when you want to sleep, when you want to be comfy. You know, you don't have to worry about where you're going afterwards. And if you do have to worry about where you're going, like when you land, just pack a change of clothes in your bag, but wear sweats on the plane, be comfy, you're good to go. And you're prepared for hot or cold, so you are prepared for everything. Moving on, speaking of comfy, get yourself a pair of these slippers, okay? Again, Target picked these up right before I left. They have this like warm inside, and they are soft. They have a bottom that has the little like traction. I used to bring socks, which you could totally do, to like the fuzzy ones, but these are nice because when you put them on, you can walk around the plane if you want to get up. So, must have, and they're cute. They were $5 for both of them, and they fit right into your bag. Also, when you pack, they make great lens holders. If you like are traveling with the camera, you can put your lens right in here, and it is protected, so you're good to go. The next thing is this sleep mask. It matches the slippers perfectly. It is silk on one side and fur on the other. I think, whoa, okay, hold up. I think it is so cute and great for planes, because oftentimes they will have the lights on and people will be moving around. Maybe your neighbor next to you wants to have his reading light on. That's a hard no for me when I'm trying to get some Z's in. So you gotta have a sleeping mask that's comfortable and looks stylish while you sleep. Something else in the comfy realm you must have is a pillow. So I've tried a lot of pillows. I've tried the neck pillows, like butt pillows that are supposed to be like cushions for your butt as a pillow. I've tried a lot of different ones. They have like the plain pillows that they give you in first class. But what I found works the best is a plush, like stuffed animal, because it's super soft, and it, like, if you push it against a wall, it's not like, you know, how do I explain this? Sometimes when you have the too squishy of pillows, all of the cushion moves to the side and then your head's like against the wall. So these are perfect because they hold their form and they're squishy, but like even if you squish all the way, it won't, like, you're still on the pillow, if that makes sense, you know? Anyways, just get a plush toy. They're really cute. I got a little, whatever this is, dragon thing. Woo! And you can pick them up wherever, all over the malls they sell them. And they're cute and squishy and soft and great for getting good sleep. If you are a person who has a hard time sleeping, you can take melatonin, which we do have a bottle of in the suitcase, but for me, I don't really have that hard of a time of sleeping. But I do, one, love the smell of lavender, and two, like sometimes, like, you know, when it's too long, like I woke up and I went to sleep and I woke up and that's too much. So I bought this Sleep Pure Essential Oil Tranquil, and it's like straight up just essential oils from Target, okay? Target stepping up, love them, and it smells amazing. Wow. So I just take my pillow, spray, and when I sleep, it just like slurps me back into my dream and I am good to go. Moving on to health. Okay, so my favorite thing for traveling are the Arbonne immunity boosters. They're these little packets. They do not take up a lot of room. They taste pretty good. They're better when they're cold, but they are good no matter what. And I will tell you, okay, Matt has gotten sick, and every time in my life before when a boyfriend gets sick, I always get sick. If a family member gets sick and I'm around them, I get sick. You know, you're sharing the space. When you are in an airplane, you're just breathing in this like filtered air, and you're around all these different people sneezing and coughing. You don't know what people are doing. Drink one of these, okay? They will save you. I literally, on the plane ride, remember, one of them is a 15-hour straight plane ride, okay? I was not feeling great, had a little sore throat, drank one of those bad boys, gone. Didn't get sick, felt great. If you want to go the extra mile and make sure you are really not going to get sick, because who wants to destroy their vacation, you can get these Ollie Active Immunity little gummy things. They're elderberry. They're not really great tasting, to be honest, but I've been chewing these whenever I feel a little like off. Pretty easy to throw into my morning routine, make sure I am healthy. That's something you can do all year round at home too, but especially when you're around so many people and your body is going through a lot of wear and tear through not sleeping and time changes and new environments and all of that. To prevent being sick, and also just feeling good, we have a few things. Newsflash, they don't clean the planes very well, okay? They like cycle them over very quickly, okay? So you don't know all the germs there, use that, kills everything. You also really need to stay hydrated. So I got this little water bottle. I think it's so cute. It's nice and pink from Amazon. It was pretty inexpensive. I really like water bottles that have the straw and it does not leak at all, which some water bottles do like a little, which is not okay. I know you're supposed to drink a ton of water all day long, but water's heavy. Like when you have those big jugs, like I just broke my wrist not that long ago. Like I can't carry a big jug. And also I hate like turning it over and just like a gallon of water coming on my face. So I like this one. It's nice and light. I refill it all throughout the day. I put a little, like whatever those things are, one of those clips on, and I just clip it to my backpack and we are good to go. Have water. Also, it's great. It keeps everything nice and cold or hot, whatever you want. So on the plane, I hate when they do this. They ask you, hey, like, do you want some water? And they give it to you in this little teeny cup like this, and you have to put your like tray table down, and it takes up all of the space. The seats are already small enough. If I'm working on my laptop on the tray table, I don't have room for a cup that's open that's gonna spill the second I move, okay? No. So I usually will ask for some ice, I'll ask for some water, I pour it right in here and we're good to go. I can put it in the seat in front of me, I can hang it somewhere, so I don't have to worry about taking up that space and the water spilling. Okay, so moving on to technology. Obviously you want to take your phone with you, of course, hello. But on top of that, you want to make sure it is charged. Obviously, you want to have your charger with you, but remember, if you are traveling, especially on a long flight, you're probably going to a different country. So you have to think about what type of chargers they have. There's probably like 4 different types of chargers around the world that are pretty commonly used. You can get something like this little guy. It opens up and it will convert to whatever outlet it is. So this is what I'm using here in Bali. This one, they have one for the US and also for the UK chargers. This one also has a USB port, so if you have a plug like this one that doesn't have a box, you can just plug it in. So a converter is great. Also something like that, which just has a single one, works as well. Over here I have like a multiple outlet one that has 3 US plugins and 4 USB plugins that plugs into the wall with like this one, so I can plug in all my American plugs into one thing that goes into the different converter, if that made sense. Okay, just make sure that you have the right equipment to plug into the wall wherever you're going. Also, if you're on a long plane ride, then most likely you will run out of battery. Most planes nowadays do have charging outlets, but you only get one per seat, so you can't charge your computer and your phone at the same time. Or again, if you don't have the right plug, and you're like, I don't know, there's just a lot that could possibly go wrong. Maybe you have a big layover, maybe you're not in a spot that you can charge. Maybe on the plane the charger doesn't work for whatever reason, or it just works really slow. Get yourself a portable charger, okay? This will help you on your trip too, because while you're adventuring and out exploring during the day, you can have this in your bag for a backup charge if you need it, but it's great to bring on the plane with you just as backup, just in case. Okay, the next thing is headphones. So you can do one like this and go over your head and plug in to your laptop or whatever you're doing. You can also do AirPods, whatever type of earbuds you want to do, headphones you want to do, as long as something to cover your ears. Even if you don't download music, which, side note, you should make sure that your phone and computer are loaded with stuff before you go on your plane ride, so that you have music and videos and whatever else you want to watch. Luckily nowadays most planes do have like the screens for you to watch, or like a TV thing like on your phone for you to watch it. So that's like usually what I do, but great to be prepared for your own, especially if you like different things. But what I was saying, sometimes you want to either listen to your own music or listen to whatever's on your phone or computer, or you want to watch whatever is on the plane, or you have a crying baby behind you, or you have a couple next to you that won't shut up and you want to try to get some sleep. So I like these bigger ones. Also the earbuds, when I wear them for a long period of time, they start to bother my ears. So I like these ones to really noise cancel and be at peace while I'm on the plane in my own little bubble. Lastly, this is not for everyone, but if you're on a long plane ride, then you can bring your computer. Okay, if you plan to do any work and you're gonna take a lot of pictures on your trip, you gotta download them somewhere. Most people take their laptop with them. I make sure to bring my laptop on the plane with me so I have something to do. When you travel, make sure to bring any valuables, any camera equipment, any laptop, any like expensive electronics, any jewelry, anything that if it was lost you would be sad about. Bring it on the plane with you. Don't worry so much about clothes or soaps and stuff. Don't worry about that as much. But the high ticket things you want to make sure that are on you at all times. Lord forbid your luggage gets lost or something gets stolen. If it is on you and with you, then you don't have to worry about that. Moving on. So to be entertained, you should also bring a book, especially when you're on really, really long flights. I personally don't want to read the whole flight. I want to watch a movie and sleep and read a book and have some snacks and get up and stretch and do a lot of different things. So I like to be prepared. Also, I don't have it out right now, but I have a big sticker coloring book thing. I have word search. I have some puzzle books that I picked up from the dollar store just to keep me busy, just to get my brain moving if I get bored on the plane. You don't have to bring it, but it is a great idea. Speaking of which, I didn't speak of this at all, but something else that you must bring, especially when you're flying internationally, is a pen, because when you arrive, you're gonna need to fill out a customs form. And it's a real pain in the butt when you have to ask people to borrow a pen and everyone is filling it out at the same time and you all have to take turns. Just bring your own pen, okay? You can use a pen wherever you go, use a pen. Now let's talk about feeling good all around, okay? We are on a long plane ride. So you bring your toothbrush, okay? Especially if you're gonna go on an overnight trip, or when you're landing, you don't want to have to undo your whole bag, so you can bring one change of clothes if you want, or even just a toothbrush and whatever, don't worry about it, but at least you have clean teeth. Even if it's not an overnight plane ride, I know for me, when I sit for a long time and don't talk, because when you talk, I don't know how it works, but the germs in your mouth move around. But when you sit for a long time with your mouth shut, it just like creates bad breath. So I like to bring my toothbrush, and I keep this little pack, so it's nice and small. I keep some minis in here. You can obviously put your shampoo and conditioner and stuff like that, like have a whole little travel pack in here. But when you're going on a long plane ride, I like to bring the big bottles. You have a free checked suitcase, so I just bring it in there. And here I keep what I need on the plane. So I'm bringing my little toothpaste. This one's great. If you haven't tried it, you should. At Ulta they sell them for like $1. And so I just have my toothpaste with me for my toothbrush. The next thing I have is some moisturizer. I use a lot of different moisturizers. Whatever is small and hydrating, I'm going to throw in there for my face because that air is drying me out and I want to stay nice and clean. Oh, I don't have it right now. It's in the bathroom and I don't want to get it. But I have a little spray bottle of micellar water because I don't, like in the bathroom of the airplane, the water doesn't always work right. Like the flight I was on, it lasted for like 2 seconds and I can't use a cup of bottle. No, that's too much. So I just spray the micellar water on my face and I use like a paper towel and wipe it off until the paper towel is clean. So I'm feeling nice and fresh. And then also I'm like cleaning all the bacteria and dirt and all that crap off my face. And then I'm putting my moisturizer on, feeling nice and not dry. And then I have my little rose water. Hello, if you haven't gotten it, get this one. Don't buy the Mario Badescu one because it has like chemicals. I thought it was clean. It's not. Get this one. You can get this a lot of different places actually. Target sells it. You can also get it at like Sprouts. And let me read you the ingredients. Purified water and rose. That's it, okay? You don't want anything else. If the ingredients have more than water and rose, gotta go buy. Oh, that is the best feeling, even when you're not on a plane ride. But this just really just soaks in your skin and makes you feel good. The next thing, okay? You're on a long plane ride. The last thing you want is to stink, but you also don't want to smell like perfume because you know when that like smell is too strong and like it annoys everyone. So Native makes these little deodorants. If you don't know, I'm I just found Native and wow, they're amazing. I've been using nothing but them for like the past month. They have these little mini deodorants in a whole bunch of different scents and smells perfect. Will keep you nice and clean. You're not gonna smell bad. Nobody will say like turn away from you. You know that don't want that. So get one of these, throw it in your bag. It's great for the gym. It's great for traveling, whatever you want, a small version. And then keep your big one for your suitcase. Great. Okay. And then it's up to you, but if you don't want to look like completely ridiculous, bring a brush. I like the wet brush. It's not like too big and it's great for when I get to wherever I'm going. I have my brush, but also on the plane. That way, because you know, like your head's like against the pillow and like you get all matted and it's not cute, okay? So you bring a brush. Hello, you need some chapstick, okay? That air in the plane literally sucks moisture out of you. So you're just gonna replenish moisture between the water and all the skincare and chapstick, so you don't have chapped, like crusty lips. That's a hard no. Is some lotion because again, you don't want to be dry. But that way, I am feeling good. Okay, all of these to pamper yourself. Then, last step is usually when we're on a plane, you swell. Great, when I got off that plane ride, my ankles were no longer ankles. I literally looked like an elephant with like stumps for legs. But that also happens throughout your whole body. Like everything just swells up, your face swells. So to minimize that and suck it all back in, I use the Arbonne eye gel masks and I just slurp those right underneath and I just leave them on. I go to sleep. I wake up. Great. Whenever I feel like they've dried out, I take them off, and that literally, when I got off the plane, no puffiness, no dark circles, was looking good. If you are a person who has a hard time sleeping, the last thing on my list today that I'm going to talk about is snacks. These are just like some chocolate wafers that I picked up. We had some goldfish. You don't want to bring too many snacks because you don't want like your whole bag to be filled with snacks, but also plane food is not always the best. Our first plane ride, I did not eat second plane ride, I did not eat. It was a 15-hour plane ride. No food. Was starving. Okay, so thank gosh I had snacks. I ate. And you want to try to bring healthier snacks like, I don't know, a bar or something. Wow, do you like my recommendation? Okay, so you bring some snacks, whatever you can. The healthier the better, because then you'll feel better and it will keep you fuller for longer. But whatever you have, as long as you have food. If you don't bring a snack, whenever you have a layover, make sure you go to the store and pick something up. Just plan to not eat on the plane, and that the food's gonna be crappy. And then if the food is good, then bonus, and like you're great. Because like our third flight, the food, like it was a 5-hour flight, it was not that long compared to our 15-hour flight. The food was great, so good. But our 15-hour flight, like literally they served us dog food. Like it was horrible. So plan to not eat, make sure you have something in your bag to sustain you. What you could bring is some gum. Like I'm not a huge fan of gum, but if like the elevation changes, it hurts your ears or anything, like you can just swallow or yawn, but chewing gum also helps. And if you don't want to get, like if you're in the window seat and you don't want to get out to brush your teeth, like at that moment, you can just throw in a piece of gum. Or if you're a little hungry, like it works, okay? So throw in that. Can I just tell you, I have traveled a lot. Like I've been on a lot of plane rides, a lot of car rides. Over the past few years, I've really been into traveling, and it has taken me so long to figure out what to bring on an airplane, because like you always forget something, whatever. So now this is my checklist. This is where I'm good to go. We have all our bases covered, and I will say that flight I went on, that 15-hour flight straight, this whole 36 hours of travel time to get here, was one of the most pleasant flights I've ever had, actually. Simply because I was prepared, okay? So make sure you have your carry-on bag packed to the, like, have everything, okay? Honestly, I'd rather you have the stuff in your carry-on more so than the correct stuff in your suitcase, because you can buy that there. You can't really buy anything when you're on the airplane, you know? It just doesn't really, no. So, I hope this helped you guys. It really helped me finally nailing down the perfect plane bag for what to take on an international flight, or really any flight at all. But if it did and you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe down below to see more of me. Stick around. We'd love to have you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye! Woo!